Hey everybody, welcome to the Tellor Community Call. It is December 7th. Um, Big week this week. Tellor X is live. The Tellor Ampleforth integration went live as well. Um, Lots sort of achieved, over the last few weeks. It's been a crazy few weeks, and here we are. And I know that the price performance is not reflective of all the work that we've done, which has been a big bummer. So we're kind of annoyed with it too. But you know, we can't. You gotta numb yourself to these kind of things because when you least expect it, the price just sort of disappoints you. And but you know, here we are, and we have a lot to be excited about. Um, what other, so we have some, I know we have some bounties and stuff that we're interested in expressing to you guys, so check those out. We have some monitoring tools that we are really interested in building out. I know people have been asking for certain things, and we need your help taking on some of those tasks. So where do they go to check out the bounties?
I think the website, right?
Do we have?
Scroll down all the way to the bottom of the first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, we have a new website live that you guys should all familiarize yourselves with, including myself. Yeah, there's a nice new bounty section there. I can picture it now. Sorry about that. But yeah, the sort of the website is live. I don't know if you guys might have noticed. There was a couple hiccups in the first day of the launch, but the website is live right now. We do have some features that aren't live yet, but we're sort of having internal discussions on sort of where we want to go in terms of how ambitious we want to be with the next sort of iteration of the website's capabilities. So anyway, but let us know what you think of the current website. Let me know if you guys have any input. But
Everybody loves it.
yeah,
Community.
we're happy with it.
Community loves anything you do. They're like,
That's not true.
That's definitely not true.
I know. I feel like they're positive most of the time on our front end stuff. As far as anytime you push out something like,
Yep.
this is new.
Yep.
they're like,
Sorry, I'm Spuddy. I'm off screen.
Now they know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. The new website, it looks really nice. It really represents like our new brand, our new style, and we hope that the messaging is much clearer for our users, and we hope that it's much more shareable for you guys. One thing to stay tuned for on right now around December 15th, we should be updating the video that's on the website with a nice animated how Tellor works, how Tellor X works video. Right now, Ryan did a good job of putting in a placeholder for us where you walk through how it works, but that's just a placeholder while we have this animation video getting created, and we're really excited about that. I know you guys have been sort of asking for these type of visual graphics for a while, and I think you're gonna love it. I think it's gonna be really nice to put on Reddit and just share around on YouTube and stuff like that. So, what else? I think we have tonight. We have a Tellor Space. Ryan, do you want to share information? You have some information about the Tellor Space. Come on, you're doing a giveaway.
Sure. Yeah, check out my tweet for a giveaway. If you're in the space, you are entered. Actually, you're not entered unless you
want it.
do all the stuff that I said in the tweet.
Yeah, there you go.
If you're not
time
familiar,
tonight?
it's at 9 o'clock tonight Eastern time. If you're not familiar with Spaces, it's just a live chat on Twitter. So if you have a Twitter account and you just go to our account and you click on our profile picture, there'll be like when it's live, it'll be like just kind of like a purple aura around it. That means that the Twitter Space is live and happening, and it's an AMA on Tellor X. So any questions you have about Tellor X and how you can participate, or just anything at all that's on your mind. We are going to answer it, and hopefully it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, just show up. It helps us out. I mean, it's one of those things where if other people see that there are other people in it, they're more likely to join it and hop in. So even if you guys don't really have any questions because you've been here at all of our community calls, still hop in, ask us questions, join the call.
Yeah, come get to know Ryan and Nick and Spotty better, if anything. So
Yeah.
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 Okay. What else? Should we just hop into the questions?
Let's do it.
I think another announcement. So we'll be scheduling, I think it's December 22nd. We're going to be doing a live call
Oh yeah.
just on Tellor values. So this we've done them internally as a team a lot, but we're actually just going to make this one public. So we want you guys to join. We're going to be talking about kind of the why of Tellor. So it'll be the same place, and hopefully you guys can come and we can just, we're just going to take turns talking about why we're here and what we want to see Tellor do in the future and what kind of the ultimate vision is. And then
Yeah, we want your input. Why are you here?
definitely your
How
input.
do you want it to be?
And then the other thing, we got some ETH Denver acceptances today. The team will for sure now be out there. So let us know. Hopefully you guys have applied and are planning on going. But if it's 2 months away, but it'll come
Yes.
quickly. So let us know if you guys want to meet up.
We are sponsoring, just to clarify that, but we were just, you never know. Hey, you get so many tickets with the sponsorship, but we have a bigger team than that, and we don't know. We didn't know who was going to get accepted because it's kind of like one of the more desirable events, if not the most desirable ETH event ever.
That one and DevCon are
Yeah.
really cream of the crop.
What is DEF CON?
Yeah. Don't even
Remember, yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
super stoked about that. Okay, questions.
Okay. What are the next upcoming integrations or development steps or partnerships you can talk about?
So we're trying to push everybody through the integrations channel in Discord. So this is a new thing that we're really pushing. We want it to be as open as possible because we want you guys to help us integrate them. We want you to look at their code and we want you to audit it. We want you to help build. So go look at the integrations channel on Discord and you can see we're making channels for people. So like, for instance, probably the one that's super close, like we got, we're building out with Morphware. We have them a nice little feed. We're testing on Rinkeby with them now. They're doing like cloud computing prices we're bringing on chain. So it's a super cool, interesting one. And then, there's a lot of other ones there. So just go have a look, and we're trying to keep it as non-closed source as we can, to where we're talking founders. So go there, start spreading rumors.
Yeah. We're trying to if you go to a DAO's Discord, you kind of, because we've experienced this on the other end where we were like, we want to connect with one of these projects to talk about oracles. You have to, there's usually a governance section or an integrations channel or something like that where you just have to publicly say, hi, who can we talk to about oracles? And it becomes this open public conversation. And it's one of those things that we started to experience a lot this year, and we liked it. We wanted to do that as well. That way it's much more transparent. And
there's a history of those conversations in Discord is what we're saying.
Yeah. So just, yeah. all
And
you
they
gotta do is
take a
look.
while though. I mean,
Yeah.
if somebody comes to you with a smart contract, they say, hey, I want to integrate you and integrate Tellor. What that means is first we see if it's feasible, then we see then we start coding, then you integrate it, then you test it and they send it off for an audit, and then you test it some more, and then 6 months to a year later, it's actually live on the network. So these are slow builds. So don't expect like partnership announcements as soon as somebody posts in the Discord.
Which is what other
people
that's
do.
what other projects do, and we know they do
but,
that.
You know,
do the
like you
partnership
can see,
announcement
like
first.
it's super exciting to see because now projects are starting to come to our Discord and ask to integrate Tellor. You know, this didn't happen a year ago. You know, it was like us personally meeting people and trying to get them to integrate us, and now they're starting to come and people are asking. So it's super
Yeah.
exciting. And
Yeah, we had the Olympus. We had Rye come in. Stefan from Rye come in.
yeah, they're just like, yeah, we heard about Tellor and want to
Olympus.
integrate it. It sounds good. And it's like, man,
That's what you
this
want.
is awesome. This means we're doing something right. So
Yeah. So you guys got to be on your best behavior now. That like, basically, you're hosts of
Yes.
the Tellor house, Tellor community. You never know who might show up and judge us based off of our memes. Okay.
Righty. What will be the strategy for promoting the project by the end of the year?
So I think we're gonna switch, not really switch, but I think the plan's gonna be to focus a lot more on direct, growing our sort of direct marketing approach, and doing a lot more going into these communities and refining our pitch. This is something that we're gonna start working on early in January, is sort of having a bit of making sure we have like our pitches down and actually going out into these communities and being a little bit more structured around it. Not that we haven't been doing that, but I think just we got to be better at it, and more efficient at it, and do more of it. But other than that, we're going to continue everything that we have been doing. Like we were just mentioning, like we are gaining momentum with people coming into our channel, and that's because of the promoting efforts that we've done. People are hearing about us, and people are liking what we've built. I think things like ETH Denver are gonna be huge. I mean, they might seem like just one big event, but it's one big event that's gonna, I think gonna have a huge ripple effect in terms of who knows about Tellor. Just a lot of continuing the same thing we're doing and just sort of taking it to the next level of maturity.
What are the next steps in Tellor after Tellor X?
So I mean,
Tellor.
can we tell the name? We've branded it so far Tellor Flex. Yeah, you have to say it like that. But it's we're gonna be putting Tellor on other chains. A lot of people obviously know we're gonna go over to Polygon. We have a simplified structure already over there, but we're gonna be putting something that's really good over there, and then we're going to be putting it on Algorand, and then we're going to be probably putting it on a bunch of other chains. We're going to make Tellor so easy to launch a Tellor system that hopefully other chains on their own start launching Tellor systems without even telling us. And that's the goal as far as like how big Tellor can be. It's not just that Tellor can be an oracle for every project. It's that like each chain can launch their own Tellor, and each chain can have their own reporters and their own sort of system, and it's going to be an awesome structure. So we're working on that. There's a Tellor Flex repo. You go have a look at that. The other thing too that we're going to kind of be working on is I'm going to be updating the bounties today. We upgraded to Tellor X. There's a lot of people who, the whole system's new, so we need people to try out being a reporter.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know how hard the documentation is and how we can get it better. There's going to be people that we want to go integrate Tellor, like just go build something awful that is, go build some, say, GM on the blockchain, or say, you want to put, the price or some sports score in your smart contract just for fun, because then tell us how hard it is. Tell us where we can do better in documentation as far as figuring that out, because those are some things that whenever you do upgrade some of the core pieces of your contracts, like we did with Tellor X, a lot of the documentation broke, and we're still kind of figuring out the best way to tell people how to integrate them. So that's what we'll be doing. And then also we talked a little bit about monitoring tools. If you are a front-end dev and want a bounty or know a front-end dev, the best monitoring tools are never built by the core team. It's always people who are actually using it and community members who build what they want to see. Even in the past, like, like Mike Genn, or yeah, like he had awesome monitoring tools whenever he was running a reporter. He had like the best ones was whenever Tellor
Dune
Pool was live.
dashboards.
Yeah, or Dune has some awesome dashboards up for different things. If you're a holder, try and think about what you guys want to see, because that's what other people probably want to see too. So if you want to build a front end monitor, and reach out and we'll give you a bounty for it. So
Next one.
Could you or do you plan to make a roadmap of Tellor?
No, we never.
No.
We don't do
No.
roadmaps.
No.
stay away from roadmaps.
Yeah.
If a project has a roadmap, it means they don't actually want to do this stuff on the roadmap.
Yes. No, it's true. Roadmap is just, it's basically
If they were gonna do it, they would just do it. It wouldn't be on a roadmap.
yeah, roadmaps are fake. But on a serious note, it's because things move too fast, and any roadmap becomes really stale very, very quickly. So we'd rather, our approach is to just tell you every week what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's way better than a roadmap. Because right now we're like, okay, let's think what we're gonna do for the next 12 months. Like, we would make up most of it. You'd have to, because we just don't know. We don't know what we're gonna be doing in 8 months.
Yeah, like
You know?
12 months ago, there were like 4 employees, and
Yeah.
we had we had just launched Tellor V2. Like, it was just really different. You
Yeah.
know.
Anyway.
Web3 and Tellor together. What will this bring us in the future?
I love that one.
Spotty?
World peace.
The metaverse.
Yeah. No, I don't get it.
No, don't.
So.
Yeah. Pass.
You don't get the question?
It's too
My-
it's too broad.
Okay.
I'll pass on our behalf.
Spuddy passes.
Yep.
This you kind of touched on this, but maybe we can reiterate. But so is the intent for PyTelly to be modular and adaptable so that developers can add additional code to create more efficient reporting? If so, will this not restrict all retail investors reporters who are keen to report but are restricted to the base build PyTelly?
All right, PyTelly guys,
Ooh,
who wants
yeah.
to take that?
I have an answer. It's actually works out really well because it's modular. But one thing that modularity doesn't imply is that, like, if someone else builds it, means you can't use it. So like if someone else, it's all open source software, it's all free software. So if someone else builds a data feed that you want to use, like, well, technically they could say that they'll copyright it, but like we would really frown upon that. So I would say like 95% of the time, if someone builds a data feed and you want to report to it, like, you'll be able to use the same code that they use. Let me know if I missed anything.
Dr. Babst, anything?
I agree 100%. If you just look at the repos, there's 2 repos. There's something called Telliot Core, which doesn't do a whole lot except for provide all of the core functionality. And then there's a separate repo for the feed examples. So
You know which one Mike Babst wrote.
it doesn't do much.
Except for everything.
Right.
But no, the reporter is completely separate. It does not do any reporting. There's no reporting algorithms in there. So you're free to write your own. You're free to use Telliot Core. You're free to fork Telliot Core and do something different. It's all free.
Yeah, and it's in Python. So if you guys are devs who want to build new data feeds and you're a Python dev, reach out. We have a bunch of new ideas for good data feeds, and love your help.
How are you ensuring decentralization of the reporters and in turn reported values? Or is this not required as the main goal to have accurate data, which the dispute framework ensures? If only one or two reporters are submitting all reports throughout the day, how is Tellor any different to Chainlink centralization of data feeds?
Ooh, I can take
Well,
it. Or
No, I mean, I think that it's open source software, and the cost of the stake has gone way down for becoming a reporter. Anybody can become a reporter. We're glad to help people get started using the example reporter that we have, and I think we have a lot of reporters right now. Does anybody know that number? How many people are reporting? Quite a
Last I
few.
checked, it was 59.
That
yeah, it's
sounds
going up.
pretty decentralized.
Well, I think
We don't know who they are.
It's actually a super interesting conversation, very topical, because Vitalik actually wrote a paper or an article called Endgame. You guys can go look it up. But he does like the game theory for stakers in the future, and he says like eventually you're going to need really big. Oh, he has it printed out. Eventually, you're going to need really big hardware to run a node and to be a staker and everything like that. And it's actually going to lead to sort of just economies of scale will naturally centralize it. Like you can imagine if like to be the best Tellor reporter, if there are economies of scale, you would be a Tellor reporter on every single chain that Tellor's on, and you would be very efficient doing it for almost minimal profit because you could submit as soon as somebody requested it, and you would have knowledge, and it would sort of make sense that it would naturally centralize over time. Obviously, this is years and years away that Tellor is a success, but the difference in say like an Ethereum setup and a Tellor setup versus say a Chainlink setup or like the old EOS setups is that anybody can always come on and become a reporter. So even if you do centralize it and there's only two guys who are all of your Tellor reporters, it's actually still trustless because you can dispute them all the time. So anybody can, it's decentralized verification of the data, which not necessarily even of the reporting. And then the only thing, if there were two guys, and this is how Vitalik even claims it, the worst thing that they could do is actually just go offline and sort of freeze the network for a little bit. But then obviously anybody, since it is an open network, anybody can bring up the stakes and start reporting again. So it's not like a big problem. You would just have like, you would want to make sure that you have a backup in case that they fall back. But yeah, go read the Endgame paper. But actually very super similar problem we have here. I think in the meantime, you want to make sure that it doesn't get too centralized too fast, because it's sort of frowned, obviously it can still work as a centralized piece, but you want to just from a point of building a community, the more you can sort of spread the rewards around, the more that you can sort of provide, okay, there are multiple people reporting, these are multiple visions for the future of Tellor. That's a good thing to have. And I think just making sure that we have different clients, different different reporters who are all over the globe reporting on different things and different types of data. And I think we're doing a good job just incentivizing it, just building up from how we talk about it within the community. So hope that was a good answer.
That was a great question. Yeah, that was a great question. Great answer. How are you? We just did that one. Is it possible to add analytics to the Tellor website where we can see where, what, and why Tellor Oracle are being used? Where Tellor is being used. The Ampleforth feed is a great example. It would be awesome to see how Tellor enables a process in this system, in the system.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had talked about we want to build some monitoring tools. We'll definitely be doing it. Still trying to figure out where we're going to put them, but yeah. I think it's also really easy with whenever you have like a what's this data being used for, because over time you're going to see there's different monitors that people want. Like the monitors that Ampleforth wants are different than the monitors that a PyTelliot reporter would want, and are different probably than the monitors that a token holder would want. So hopefully over time we can have all of them sort of separate and sort of honed down to what each person wants.
This one's actually going outside the box and talking about the Google Forms. So can you make these question input boxes on the form a multi-line box? So much room on the page and so little to play in. I will look into that and make it a better experience, no problem. Thanks for pointing that out.
I like that question, but I didn't ask it.
Mhm.
I think that's it. That's it for the questions. Nick and Mike, did you guys get your Minnie Mouse ears yet? Because
Oh, wait, you guys were supposed to wear that the whole call. No,
Well,
The
maybe
next-
we can wear it tonight on.
Oh,
the
no.
or something.
no, that's not visual.
no,
It's
no.
gonna be the next community call.
Tuesday.
Let's try.
That's what's fair, guys.
We
It's
lost
what's
a bet
fair.
with Brian,
It's not too late.
and we have to put on Chargers Minnie Mouse ears on a call. So,
Brian, give the background.
Awesome.
What was the game and what was the
There was
insult?
our two
Was the
respective, the two teams that we are big fans of, the Chargers and Steelers, played on Sunday Night Football. It was a great game. Chargers came out on top. They now have to wear these Chargers. Oh yeah, beautiful.
They're so pretty.
And I don't now have to wear a terrible or swing a terrible towel and sing the first line of what was the song?
Renegade by Styx.
Renegade by Six. So I was really dreading that. So
Uh,
So
look forward
pencil it in on your calendars. Next Tuesday, Nick
Yeah.
and Mike will pay their bet.
yeah.
I'll take it off whenever I'm doing. Oh, next Tuesday we're gonna do the treasury call too. So be sure to come back. So
So we.
It's gonna be great.
I'll take them off when we're talking about Tellor treasuries, but we can.
It'd just be funny because it's
I'll allow it.
start sharing like, did you hear about the Tellor Treasuries?
Yes.
And it's just like,
I'll allow it. Cool. That's it. Thanks everyone for popping on. See you next week.
bye.